Peace, love, life, strength, and healing to all. Welcome back to Divine Nation, where we continue to expand our consciousness. To all those fighting battles, to all those conquering battles, I send you peace, love, and life on your journey. Once again, welcome back to all of you. Welcome back. Today, I basically have a reminder once again, especially in these times of fear, where basically all of us are operating out of fear. Well, I'll say most of us, the majority of us, are basically operating out of fear. So I basically want to remind you, the viewer watching me right now, on some important topics. All right, some important topics that I think that we should have a grasp on in these serious times. All right. So basically, the fact is that most of us pretend to have a connection with the Most High. So basically, that's what I want to elaborate on. All right, because at some point in your life, you will reach a stage where you will start to see things on a broader, on a broader perspective. And one thing that I've got to realize is that most people in society pretend or they think that they have a connection with the Most High. All right, because okay, they think okay, going to church, does something, probably reading the Bible does something, but behind the curtains, in the darkness, they do things that are very immoral, or they do things that are not really pleasing to the Most High, you know. Or you will hear people say, in times of distress, you will hear people say, "Oh, God is good," so it's gonna work out in their favor, right? So we see people mainly calling to the Most High when times are bad, right? Right, when times are bad, that's when you hear people saying, "Oh, God is good," so things are gonna work out. And another thing too, you see, most people will pretend, or will basically see that they have a connection with the Most High God, if you wanna call it. When everything is good, right? When everything is up and running, right? When everything is perfect. But when things get bad, when the road gets dark, you know when the faith is being tested, that's when you see the fold, right? All of a sudden, their God, the Most High, have no more power. So basically, I want to basically speak on that, because again, a lot of people pretend like they have a connection with the Most High, and some of them think that they have a connection with the Most High, right? But I want you to know that the Most High, whether you want to call it God, the universe, the Most High, right? The Most High resides in you. Now I'm gonna elaborate on that. But first of all, I want you to know that the Most High resides in you. Alright? Now, God, God, the word God is a relative term, right? It's a relative term. That's what we use basically to refer to the Most High. But God, a God could be anything. Anything that you worship becomes your God. Alright? Again, God is a relative term. That's the term we use to refer to the Most High. That's what we were taught. But God stands for generator, operator, destroyer. Now, as I said, the Most High resides in you. You are God. You are the Most High. Now, don't click off yet. Let me explain. Let me elaborate. Alright. You watch me right now. I am a reflection of you. When you step outside, everyone you see is a reflection of you. When you go to school, everyone you see is a reflection of you. When you go to work, everyone you see is a reflection of you. Alright? We have to understand, and we have to come to a understanding that there's only one consciousness. That there's only one consciousness. But there's millions of experiences. You see, you are the way you are because of your experiences. But there's only one consciousness. And that is the consciousness of the Creator. This is the Most High. So basically, we are all pieces of the whole. We are all fragments of the whole. We are all pieces of the Most High, experiencing different things. This is why I say you are God. Now, most of us don't tap into our godlike powers. Most of us don't tap into our godlike abilities. And I will elaborate on that even more. But I want you to know that the Most High resides in you. Again, everyone you see is a reflection of yourself. When you see the richest man in the world, he is a reflection of you. You can be that guy if you apply yourself the right way. But again, it's just the experiences, that he went through made him what he was. Even the guy that's sleeping on the streets, he is a reflection of you. You understand what I'm saying? He is a reflection of you. Right? So this is why we say we treat other people how we would like to be treated. Because when we treat other people how we would like to be treated, that's we're actually treating ourselves that way, if you understand what I'm saying. When we heal others, we heal ourselves. When we destroy others, we destroy ourselves. Because again, everyone you see is a reflection of you. Now, as I said earlier, most of us don't really tap into our godlike abilities. Now, the divine in me honors the divine in you. But it's your job to honor your own divine, to honor your own divinity, to recognize your own power, to recognize your own godlike abilities. Alright? God is not in the church. Sorry, the Most High is not in the church. You understand? You will not get the Most High from reading a book. Because even for those people that claim to be woke in these times, because as we know there is a spiritual awakening, even for the people that claim to be woke, you see, the knowledge, the esoteric knowledge that you're gathering right now is not what's going to save you. Again, it's your actions that's going to save you. You understand? So before you walk through the gates, you have to answer for your actions. It's not the knowledge of, because you can have somebody that is completely oblivious to the awakening or to the esoteric knowledge, but they've always been living from the heart, living for pure heart, doing the righteous things. You see, that person has a better chance of being saved than the person that actually have all the knowledge, all the esoteric knowledge, reading all the books, claiming to be woke. Because again, it's what's in your heart that will save you. Alright? The Most High is in you. The Most High is you. You have the power. You are the power. Let me elaborate again. As I've said earlier, most of us go through life never being able to tap into our godlike power, our godlike ability, because we were never taught that. Again, the Most High is not in a church. It's not in a book. The Most High is in you and in everything. It's in everyone. It's in the animals. It's in your neighbor, everyone. It's in the plants, right? Everything is connected. Everything is connected. You see, the animals, let's take a lizard for example. A lizard is only limited to what a lizard can do. That doesn't make you better than a lizard. A dog is only limited to what a dog can do. That doesn't make you any better than a dog. A cat is only limited to what a cat can do. That doesn't make you better than a cat. Right? But we all share one consciousness with different experiences. That's what creates the illusion of difference. See, when we go under religion, that creates separation. You understand? Religion creates separation, because if I'm in that religion, that means I'm saying all the other people in that religion is gonna, is gonna go to hell, if you wanna say that. Alright? Because if you believe in your religion, what you're also saying is that the other religions are false. You just why showing you. So that's when we come back into spirituality, because let me give you let's take a trip back down to memory lane. Let's take a trip back down in the past. You see, before our ancients, our ancestors basically were spiritual people. They were spiritual people. We didn't go to a church. You understand? We had our altars in our home. We had our altars in our home. You understand? But that's for another video. But what I'm trying to let you know, is that the Most High is not in a church and it's not in a book. The Most High is in you. Now, how do you tap into your God-like abilities? How do you tap into your divinity? First of all, you have to honor yourself. See, it always comes back to self. You have to honor yourself. Now, there's three main aspects of self: the mind, the body, and the soul. The mind, the body, and the soul. So you have to honor yourself, you have to honor your mind, you have to honor your body, and you have to honor your soul. How do you honor your mind? By being mindful of what you feed your mind. Make sure you feed your mind the right stuff. You listen to the right stuff, you read the right stuff, you watch the right stuff. You understand? You take in things that will build you. You understand? The body. How do you honor the body? By nourishing your body. Eating the right foods to build yourself up like a god. You understand? Exercise, work out, honor your body. The kingdom of God is within you. You understand what I'm showing you? The kingdom of God is within you. You see, I don't come in there on no religious heights. I come in on spiritual heights. I come in on truth. Why you think when you go to church you fall in asleep? Because it doesn't resonate with your soul. Why do you think when you go to church you fall asleep? Because it doesn't resonate with your soul. So first you order your mind, your body, and your soul. You order your mind by feeding your mind the right stuff. What are you educating? What knowledge are you taking in? Right? What are you listening to? What are you watching? Right? You honor your body. You nourish your body. You eat the right foods. You build yourself up. You work out. Right? Your soul. Now that's one of the most difficult things to do in these times, because people don't want you to listen to your soul. If you listen to your soul, you will be considered crazy. You will be considered crazy in this, especially in these times. So if your soul is telling you don't do this, and you do this because, again, it's your soul speaking to you, not to everybody else. See, everybody else don't have to understand. You understand? But you honor your soul. You listen to your soul. You have a purpose. You get onto your purpose. That's you honoring your soul. You do things that will make you feel better from your soul, from inside. You understand? From inside, from your soul, that's who you actually are. Again, the body is just a vessel. The body is just a vehicle to carry the soul, to operate within these realms. You understand? That's the only way I could have existed in this realm, by coming through the portal, the vagina, the womb. You understand? Again, the body is just a vessel to carry the soul. So when you honor your soul, you understand? You do things that feels good to you. If you feel that you have a particular purpose that feels good from the inside, not from the outside, not what feels good to the flesh, but from the soul, from inside, from your heart. Alright? That's you honoring your soul. Right? So it always goes back to your mind, the body, and the soul. You see, you honor these three things, you will basically start to tap into your divinity. You will start to realize the God within you, and you will start to realize the connectedness, the oneness. God is a relative term, the generator, the operator, and the destroyer. Can't you create something? Can't you operate something? Can't you destroy something? Exactly. Because the kingdom of God is within you. because the kingdom of God is within you. Again, it's not in a church, it's not in a book, it's within you. Now again, you need to honor yourself. Everything always comes back to self. It always comes back to self. You understand? So basically, this is it for this afternoon. Just wanted to remind you, especially in these times, because people are forgetting themselves. People are operating out of fear. You understand? Most people in these times are operating out of fear. People are forgetting who they are. People are forgetting who their God is. Right? All of a sudden, the God don't have power to take care of them in these dark times. Everybody's just going according to what the news say, to what the government says. Yeah, right? Nobody is thinking for themselves nowadays. If you think for yourself nowadays, they call you crazy, right? They call you stupid, right? Because you're thinking for yourself, you're not conforming to society. Honor the God within. Remember, life is just an experience, and all experiences have an end. Remember, don't get too attached to this vessel. You understand? Honor your soul purpose. You understand? Honor your soul purpose. Don't get too attached to this vessel. Yeah, time to time we do things that feels good to the flesh. But make sure that you always honor in your soul. This is what lives forever. This is what is eternal. Here's a secret. They told you if you do good, you will have everlasting life. But the truth is, you already have everlasting life. But what's going to determine whether you continue to live forever is how you operate within these realms. We're not going to have everlasting life here because, again, we are the soul, we are not the body. There are many different realms to experience. There are many different dimensions to experience. Right now, we are having a human experience. Right? Honor your soul. Honor your soul. Again, the mind, the body, and the soul. Peace, love, life, strength, and healing to all. Remember, we are all co-creators of our life. So let's create. Peace.